Hi guys, we are doing a full face of e.l.f. today. e.l.f. is one of my favorite brands, not just drugstore brands, but favorite brands. Some of the things I got in December and I have been using and playing around with so that I can give you more of a review than a first impression, tell you my thoughts. Also, some of the things that I'm using are things that have been in my collection, things that I use all the time, things that have been repurchased. I'm also going to show you this very simple look that I did, and that no matter what your age, you can still get beautiful glowy skin without showing your texture and without spending a bunch of money. Very affordable prices. So let's get started, want to? Hi guys, I look a little different. Today's wash day, and this is how I do my thing on wash day. I keep my hair up, plopped, in my t-shirt because it keeps it out of my face and it's just easier that way. This is the e.l.f. Mint Melt Primer. I can't see what it says because it's super light writing. Cooling Face Primer. It's fine. I didn't even realize it, but this was in like my Overstock stash. I'm like, yay. So now we're going to do the e.l.f. Putty Primer. I do have the Putty Primer brush. I got mine in a set of 3. It was like the putty primer brush, the blush brush, the putty bronzer brush. I don't know. You could use any kind of a brush that is dense like this. So what I do, it has a little scoop on it. I get a little bit on the scoop and I rub it in between my fingers to kind of warm it up a little bit and thin it out. If you've been here any length of time, you know that this primer and I have not always been friends. But I mean, I'm actually learning to like it. I'm learning to like it. And then I just take my primer, or my brush, and kind of push it into the skin. All of these items I've had for quite a while. Well, quite a while as in December. And I've been testing them out, using them, anything that was new. I've been using them to see if I like them. And now we're going into the e.l.f. Halo Glow. This right here to me is a game changer as far as a glowy face, because it doesn't show texture. It's not like, there are some glow products that are just a little much. They're a little much. This is in the shade 3, I believe. Yeah, shade 3. It's a pretty good match. I could have gone 2 or 3. And then I just kind of blend it in with my hands. You could use a blender, a blending sponge, but it gives this really pretty glow without emphasizing the fact that you have pores or texture or whatever. It's just so pretty. All right, now I'm going to use my Camo CC cream, and this is probably going to be the last little bit of this. This is my 240 light 240W. Still have a little bit left. It lasts forever. It lasts forever. It does, and I love that. That CC cream, foundation, whatever. It is, I'm pretty sure it's my favorite foundation. It's definitely my favorite affordable foundation. I'm just going to take a damp sponge and push that into my skin. I think I might have to go back to the 210N, because this is a little, I don't know, it just feels a little yellow. It will dry down. Now. So I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Camo Concealer, but this is in the shade Tan Walnut, and this is what I use as a contour. So I'm going to just put a little bit here. And then I take the bottom end of my blender And just push that in, bounce, bounce, bounce. I like to use a cool shade for my contour, a warm shade for bronzer. Okay, and we're going to brighten a little bit. So this is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is not the hydrating, and this is in medium sand. And I'm just going to put a little bit here, here, down the nose, and an X on my forehead. And then just blend that in. And as you can see, I just have the prices down here because I don't know them off the top of my head. Okay, you guys. We're going to, this is the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. Now, this is a newer product for me. I love the sprayer on this. It is a super fine mist. I love it. It feels nice. I feel like it sets the makeup down really well. So let that dry for a minute. And then we're going to go in with the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Camo Concealer. And put that down. I like to work it in with a brush a little bit. And then I'm going to take my concealer sponge. This is also e.l.f. And blend all of that. Just under my eyes, I'm going to take the e.l.f. HD powder. I really like this powder. I do want to get the HD Glow powder. Is it HD Glow or Halo Glow? Halo Glow powder. I like this little brush by Shop Miss A. It is the F19 brush. I think it's really nice for under my eyes. And I just go in. I have a little bit in the cap. So what I do is I swirl, I tap it off on my hand, and I just go in underneath my eyes. I don't usually set my entire face with a powder in the winter because my skin is already dry. I just usually do my under eyes, which are dry as well, but I feel like it helps to set things down. Plus it kind of mattifies the look, and I'm not going for that today. Alright, now we're going to go in with my e.l.f. bronzer. I've had this forever. I don't know what shade this is. Forever Sunkissed. This little teeny thing right here. Forever Sunkissed. It is not a glowy bronzer. It is, if I can get it open, there we go. It is not a glowy bronzer at all. And then I like to use this kind of brush, but you can use any kind of brush that works for you. So I just go in a little bit, and then I just concentrate on this area right here. Forehead. I don't have a high forehead, so I don't do a lot of bronzing and contouring of my forehead. I just kind of want a little bit of a sun-kissed look, and then I do right underneath my jawline. Sometimes I will contour under my jawline, but not always. And then I'm going in with the e.l.f. Always Rosy. This is the primer infused. This is the primer infused bronzer. This is the primer infused blush. As you can see, she's pretty well loved. The packaging is about to break. I've had her for a while, like a long time. So I just use a brush, very similar to the one I use for my bronzer. And I like to just go on my cheekbones. I don't like to do the apples of my cheeks because I already have big cheeks. And I want to lift everything up. So I try not to go any further in than here. And I do like to do up in my temples a little bit. This is a really pretty blush, and it's a really nice blush. Like, I like the shade. And now what I like to do is just take a big floofy face brush and just kind of blend all of that in. Okay, and now we're going to go in with the e.l.f. This is the, it's called Moonlight Pearls. It is a highlighter. I actually got this free in my order. When I did my order, they were having a sale and I used points, and so I got a couple of freebies. Now for my highlighter, I like to use a brush kind of like this. This is a ColourPop brush, but anything about this size I like to use. And just kind of go in like this, and then just at the top. Now this, I kind of will bring in, because I feel like it gives my cheeks a little bit of definition without a big pink cheek. I don't want a big pink cheek. This is a beautiful baked highlighter, and go a little bit on my nose. I usually do my whole bridge of my nose, or like here and here. I don't like to do just the tip of my nose. I don't want the tip of my nose to stand out. A little bit on my forehead, just a tiny bit, and then a little bit on my chin. Cupid's bow. And it's just a pretty, pretty highlighter. Very pretty. Now for eyes. I already had this bite-size palette in Rosewater, and with this video in mind, I wanted a companion palette to this because this is, I don't like this by itself. I mean, I like it, it's fine, but I like a little bit more variety. I like a little bit more choice. So I did get this one in Berry Bad, and I think the two together make a really pretty color story. So these are more dark and these are more light. You do have this dark, you do have that dark guy here, but I think together they make a really nice color story. This one's a little cooler than this, but yeah. So now I'm going in with my e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. I really like this, you guys. I'm not going to say it's a dupe for the Urban Decay Primer Potion, but it is, if you don't want to spend the money on the Primer Potion, check this out. Try it out. This was in my December haul, and I really like it. I really like it. Okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I'm going to put this shade on my entire lid, my mobile lid. A hair somewhere. I can feel it. I'm just going to lay that on my lid. And it's going to be covered up with a shimmer. So it is a little warm for what I wanted, but I also have the Love You a Latte, which I really like this color story, but I wish there were a shimmer in there. There's another one that's brown that has a shimmer to it. Has like 1 or 2 shimmers, and I like it a little better, but this I like this, and then I use a single or a Super Shock or something like that from Wet n Wild to give me shimmer, because I have to have shimmer on my lid. I just do. I just feel pretty. I feel like it's pretty. And if shimmers ever go out of style, then I'm just going to not be in style. Okay, now that that is done, I might just use this palette mostly. I'm going to go into this shade here on the end, this dark shade. I'm just going to put that in the outer part of my lid. I feel like these bite-sized palettes are really nice. They're not incredibly pigmented. but they will do a really nice look. Especially if you have a couple of them. They're like $3, $3.99, something like that. You can't beat it for the quality. You can't beat it. And I feel like they just give a really nice, you can make a complete look. Normally you can make a complete look with one of these. One of the reasons why I'm going a little more neutral than the pink is because I only have neutral lips. I do have a pinky pink lip gloss, lip lacquer. I'm going to bring that over just a little bit. I didn't put any more product on the brush. I'm just kind of blending it over as a crease color. And I'm not taking it clear over to my nose. I'm just taking it about halfway. I do have some lines through here because of my crepey lids. I'm just going to kind of blend all of that. You know what? And I think since we're staying a little neutral, I'm going to do something. What I'm going to do, instead of using either of these for my shimmer color, I'm going to go into this highlighter, this baked highlighter, with my finger. Let's see what that does. Oh, that's pretty. Now, how long is this going to stay? I don't know. We're just having fun. I think Anthony and I are going to the grocery store. You know, adulting. Hashtag adulting. Yeah, that's really pretty. I actually really like that. I like that. And then I think I am going to go into this really, really light shade here and do an inner corner with that. See what that does. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be too pink. That's really pretty. I'm not hating that. I like it a lot. Now I do have, oh, you know what? I'm going to do my brows. And to do my brows, okay, I'm going to do my brows, and I do have this e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. And I don't know what shade. Let me see what shade it's in. It's in the shade Auburn. It's not super fine. So I'm just going to kind of lightly go in. And just darken them up a little bit. Liner. I have the e.l.f. No Budge Retractable Eyeliner, and this is in black because that's how I roll. And I'm just going to tight line with this. I've only used this like one other time, but I do really like it. I feel like I've had this before. Because I've only been tight lining like lately. I haven't hardly put any liner on the tops of my, like above my lashes. And then I have the e.l.f. Big Mood mascara. This is a very volumizing mascara. I usually like to put a lengthening and separating mascara on first, but I don't have an e.l.f. one of those, so we're just going to go in with this. I do usually wipe off the brush. It is a very large, floofy brush. My lighting gets weird when I get close. I don't have my mirror up on its little pedestal like I usually do. Evidently I forgot. But I do like this mascara. I just like it as a second mascara. I like to layer my mascaras, you guys. And I got a little bit on my eyelid, which always happens. Always. Okay, now for my lips. I do have the e.l.f. This is weird, you guys. I'm not a big fan of this. It's the Love Triangle Lip Filler Liner. And this is in the shade, I can't even tell. It's in the shade Deep Brown. But it has this triangular. I don't think I like that. I don't think I like it. But we're gonna do our best. It's just really weird. I don't like a triangular lip liner. I don't. I will continue to use it. Maybe it'll dull down enough to where it's not triangular anymore. You know how it does. And then I'm going to use this e.l.f. Liquid Matte Lipstick. I love this. This is in the shade Praline. It is a beautiful formula. It is very matte. It does dry down pretty dry, but not, I don't feel like it's too dry. It's not like, it's not going to crack on your lips. I got this in friend mail from Laura the Bargain Hunter quite a while ago, and I freaking love it. I use it all the time. I'm amazed I still have any left, and I don't know. I'm going to have to turn it. I have to keep it on its bottom to see how much I'm using. And actually, that also came with this prismatic lip gloss. So I am going to put a little bit of that over top. I don't mind this lip gloss very much. It's not overly sticky at all. Yeah, I like that. I like the look. I love the highlighter on the eyes. If nothing else, you could use this as a eyeshadow. Not bad for free. Not bad for free. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to do my hair. And then I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. And we're back, guys. You like my shirt? I got it from Shein. I like it. I had gotten another flannel from them that I really liked, and this is the same type. It's just different colors. Anyway, I am really happy with the look that I did with my e.l.f. product, and it's so inexpensive. I don't know how they do it, but it is inexpensive. Now, there are some products like this is, I think this was $12. I don't know. I would have put the price down there. But it's a little pricier, but it's also kind of a specialty item that they have. But all in all, it's a really affordable brand. It's an amazing brand. I really love everything. Most of what I use today is stuff that I already had in my collection. There was only a few things that I actually bought to make the full face work. So yeah, thanks you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. And until our next adventure, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you later.